Hi friends, my name is Nandita. I am from Andhra Pradesh.
Now let us discuss about the stem. The stem is the ascending part of the axis bearing branches, leaves, flowers and fruits. It develops from the plumule of the embryo of a germinating seed. The stem bears nodes and internodes. The region of the stem where the leaves were born are called as nodes, while internodes are the portions between two nodes. Where node is the region from where leaves are born and internodes are the region between two nodes. Its apex bears a terminal bud for the growth in length. A bud can be defined as a condensed embryonic shoot that has a growing point surrounding by closely packed immature leaves. When bud grows, the internodes becomes longer and the leaves spread out, resulting in the formation of a young shoot. The stem bears buds which may be terminal or axillary. Stem is generally green when young and later often become woody dark brown. The main function of the stem is spreading out branches, bearing leaves, flowers and fruits. It conducts water and minerals and photosynthesis. Some stems perform the function of storage of food, support, protection of vegetative propagation. The large bud is cabbage. Bamboo is considered to be smallest herb, tallest herb or arborescent grass. Bamboos is also called clumps after joint nature of their stem. Now let us discuss the forms of stem. Stem may be aerial, subaerial and underground. In most of the plants, stems grow above the soil. These are aerial stems. The aerial stems of some plants trail or creep on the ground. They are called subaerial stems. In some plants, the stem grows in the soil and are called underground stem. Now let us discuss about aerial stem. The aerial stems have two forms, that is reduced stem and erect stem. Let us discuss about reduced stem. A reduced stem is reduced like a small disc. The nodes and internodes are not distinguished. Example: carrot, radish, turnip, etc. In some aquatic plants, the reduced discoid stem is green and flattened to float on the surface of water. It does not bear leaves. Example: lemna, wolffia, spirodella, etc. In underground structures, also a reduced and non-green stem is found. Example: garlic, onion and lily. Erect stems. Erect stems are strong enough to maintain erect or upright without any external support. Now let us discuss about subaerial stem. In subaerial stem, some parts live underground, whereas the remaining part of the stem is aerial. The subaerial stem are also divided into two forms like upright weak stems. These stems are weak which climb up a support to expose their foliage and reproductive part. These are two types of, again, they are twinners and climbers. Twinners, these are long, slender and very sensitive and coiled around upright support on coming in contact. Examples: bean, butterfly pea, cuscuta, etc. Climbers, they have weak and flexible stem which climb up a support with the help of certain clasping or sealing structures. Examples: bougainvillea, etc. Protest, weak stem. The weak stem takes support of the ground for spreading as growth occurs. There are as the following 4 types. Trailers means creepers. They trail along the surface and do not climb up. Runners. These are subaerial weak stems that grow horizontally along the soil surface. Example lawn grass, centilla, etc. Stolons. These subaerial weak stems are horizontal or branched runners with long internodes which can pass over small obstacles. Stolons also propagated vegetatively like runners. Examples of these are jasmines, peppermint, strawberry, etc. Let us discuss about underground stems. And the stem of some plants lie below the soil surface. They are non-green, stored food as mean for perennation and vegetative propagation. There are as follows. Rhizome. Rhizome, it is the protest thick stem growing horizontally beneath the soil surface. It has distinctive nodes and internodes. The nodes bear small scales, leaves with buds in their axil. Example, ginger, turmeric, etc. Suckers. These are non-green cylinder stem that grows horizontally in the soil and ultimately comes out to form a new aerial shoot. Each sucker contains one or more nodes with scale leaves and axillary buds. Examples pudina, chrysanthemum, etc. Chrome. Chrome. It is a swollen, condensed form of rhizome which grows in the vertical direction in the soil. It stores a large amount of food. Examples chrome, Amorphophallus, Colocasia, etc. Tuber. It is a swollen end of underground stem branches. Each tuber has many notches on the surface called eyes or buds, which grows into a new plant. Example potato. Bulb. Bulb is a highly reduced disc-like stem. It bears a large number of fibrous adventitious roots and at its base. Leaf bases forms bulblets. These bulblets grow into a new plants. Examples of Allium cipa, onion, Allium setavium, garlic. Let us discuss branching patterns of stem. The stem may be branched or unbranched. Branching in stems may be dichotomous and lateral. The dichotomous branching occurs by the division of a apical growing point or bud into two equal parts in a forked manner. It occurs in lower plants like cryptogams, non-flowering plants, higher plants like plum, screw pine, etc. The lateral branching occurs from the axillary buds at the nodes. Examples pinus and grapevine, etc. Now let us discuss the functions of the stem. Stems perform various functions like primary and secondary. First, let us discuss about primary functions. Primary functions. It bears leaves, fruits, flowers and seeds in position. It conducts water and minerals to roots, leaves, flowers, fruits, etc. It holds flower in a suitable position so that the pollination and fertilization takes place. Secondary functions of the stem. Many stems store food as reserve food materials. Some stems also help in photosynthesis and vegetative propagation. The underground stem help in perennation. Stem branches provide support to its various parts. Let us discuss the modification of stem. The various forms of aerial stems modifications are as follows. First one is stem tendrils. These are thin, long and sensitive structures which can coil around a support. Tendrils can be of following types on the basis of their origin axillary and arises from axillary buds. Examples of this are passion flower, scientific name is passiflora. Extra axillary are developed near the axillary buds like pumpkin, etc. Apical buds are modified to form tendrils. Examples in Vitis vinifera. Buds are modified to form tendrils. Examples Antigonon. Stem thorns. The stem thorns are stiff, woody, sharp and pointed. They develop from axillary bud. They protect the plants from browsing animals, etc. Examples of these are citrus, durantha, bougainvillea, pomegranate, etc. Prickles. These are modified stems and act as climbing organs. They protect the parts from grazing animals and also help in climbing in some cases. Examples prickly poppy, rosa indica, bombax, cymbal, etc. Now let us discuss about phylloclade. These are green flattened structures bearing several nodes and internodes. The true leaves are reduced to spines or scales. They show unlimited growth. Some phylloclades are also stored food and water. The spiloclades are examples of some xerophytic plants like Opuntia, Cascorenia, Euphorbia, etc. These are green photosynthetic stem, generally one internode along is present. These develop by the modification of only one stem branches of limited growth and green photosynthetic material. The true leaves of this plant are reduced to scales or spines, example Ruscus, asparagus, etc. Now let us discuss about bulbils. These are modified vegetative or floral buds arising in the axil of scale or foliage leaves. This bulbil helps in vegetative propagation. Examples of Lilium aviga, Dioscorea, William, Oxalasis, etc. Thank you.